close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Bailey TV. I hope you're all keeping safe and well on this Saturday evening, the evening before we take on Burnley with no midfield. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? But listen, we'll get into that during this show. Also, I will be talking about the possible Arteta news, which that he could be receiving a new contract. I'm going to get into my thoughts on that as well a little bit more. Also, I'm going to be taking your comments and I'm going to be taking your questions. Before we get into this show, I want to chat to a few of you in the chat, as I always do at the beginning of every shows. Evening to Joanne. Do hit the like button, guys. I would really appreciate that. Do hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and also hit the share button. I would really appreciate that. Listen, let's get on with the preview because there's only one comment and I've read that. So yeah, listen, Burnley. Are we going to win this game? It's going to be very interesting actually, because like I said at the top of the show just there, we've got no midfield. Partey's suspended, Xhaka's suspended. It's going to be very, very interesting. Do I think we can get a result here? I'm not so sure, if I'm being brutally honest. I think we can. I think we have enough in our team to get a result, but we need to kind of keep pace, don't we? We need to keep pace. We need to get the win. Listen, after this week, we've got no games for quite some time, so it'd be nice to keep pace. If we can get a win and keep up there with the rest of the pack that are in there for the top four, and we've got to, I think at the Emirates we should have enough to beat Burnley. Like we really should. I don't see this being an issue, but the lack of midfield is a bit of a problem. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. And Aaron Jones, hello to you. He says Arteta's been offered a new contract. Fingers crossed you'll be seeing us win the league before you die. Listen, I'm going to get onto Arteta a little bit later in the show, but I'm focusing on the Burnley bit now. I'm going to get into that. Yeah, I think with this Burnley game, I'd like to see us go out there and we need to just get back to winning ways. The thing that's worried me this month are two things. A, that we haven't scored a goal. I think we've only scored one goal in the whole of January. We've only scored one goal in the whole of January. Our goals have dried up. When you look at December, when you look at all the fixtures and all the goals, we were scoring goals for fun. Our midfield were chipping in with goals. And we're just not scoring them now. January's been a real difficult month in terms of us scoring goals. And the other thing that concerns me is every game we play, we seem to get another fucking suspension. Xhaka against Liverpool, Thomas Partey against Liverpool in the Cup, Gabriel against Man City. Everyone at the moment seems to be getting yellow carded or 2 yellow carded and or just a straight red. And that's worrying. Our disciplinary record this month alone, we might as well call it not dry January, we might as well call it red January, because our players are seeing red. Do you know what I mean? Far too often. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this Burnley game. I think Burnley are the team. I think actually, playing Burnley is probably the best thing for us at the moment. Because if you want to play anybody and you want to get 3 points on the board and you want to get back to winning ways, and I'm probably going to jinx it by saying this, but if you want to get back to winning ways, you want to play a team like Burnley. Um, we need to win this game tomorrow. This is an important game. United and Spurs are back on winning ways. We need to up our game, or we're going to be finishing 8th again, says Joanne. Yeah, you're right. You are right. And we do need to step up. We do need to step up and keep pace with those. Whether we can do that, like I said, I do think Burnley is the right team to play against when you're looking at picking up 3 points, picking up an easy 3 points. Now I've said that, I've probably jinxed it, but yeah, we do need to step up against a team like Burnley and get a result. Evening to Melina, hope you're well. Evening, King Tony. Big up to you guys. As to whether we'll win, I don't think you can ask anyone that question. I think it's as unpredictable as the weather, says an Aaron Jones. I don't know. Honestly, it's mad. Big up Chris Cheddars, as you guys know him as well, and we all know him. He said, if you the Burnley game will be a good indicator. If you lose, you know something is not right. Yeah, I don't really want us to lose against Burnley. I don't really want us to lose. No win at all in January, says. Yeah, no win at all this month. Shitterary is in full force, says Joanne. Yeah, you're right. Evening Static, he said. Evening Daniel. Arteta out if he gets this new contract. This will 100% finish Arsenal. Yeah, I'm going to come on to that. Yeah, I'm going to come on to that. Burnley have beaten Arsenal quite a lot, says King Tony. Yeah, you're right. Burnley have beaten Arsenal quite a lot. More at their place, though. They've not really done it here, have they? They've not really done it at the Emirates. So, yeah, are we going to get that result? Can we go and get that result against Burnley? I think it's key. Honestly, it really is. It is so key. It's going to be key to see whether we can get that result because we need the 3 points. You know, we need the 3 points. I don't even know who I would have in our midfield. Like, honestly, I really don't. I don't know who we'd have in the midfield because we've got no midfield. Our midfield is dead. It's going to be interesting. It really is. It's going to be interesting. Do smash the like button. Do hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's get into because I know you're all dying to talk about Arteta. And I know that's what really we all want to get into. But listen, let me go through my starting 11 for the game tomorrow. So look, I probably wouldn't change much if I'm being honest. I would probably go with do you know what? Actually, I would change something. I would go with Ramsdale in goal. I would go with a back four of Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Holding, and Tierney. Then I would go with a midfield of Ben White and Lokonga. I would go with Odegaard further forward. Then I would go with Saka, Martinelli, and Lacazette. That's what I would do, you know. I honestly would do that. I would honestly do that. Because I think actually we've got no other midfield options. And there's nobody else who you can put in that midfield because we don't have anybody else to put in that midfield, do we? Do you know what I mean? Um, it's mad. It's mad. King Tony says Burnley have beaten Arsenal a lot, and I do think they need the points to avoid relegation. Yeah, they do. They do. And when they come to the Emirates, they only set up one way. But I don't know. Yeah, guys, that's the lineup that I would go with. That's the lineup that I would go with. Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Holding, Tierney, Lakonga, and Ben White, with Odegaard playing further forward, then Saka, Martinelli on either side of Lacazette. That's what I would do. I honestly would do that. I think that'd be amazing, actually, to be fair. It's mad. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. But yeah, that's what I would do for the Burnley game. Listen, let's move on. Let's talk about Arteta. Let's talk about this contract because clearly, I know you're all dying to talk about this contract. I've seen you all put it in the chat and all that. So the rumors are that Arteta is to be offered a 2-year extension on his current deal to fend off interest from Man City. Now, this is what I think on it, and I'm going to get your comments and I'm going to read them out. So pile them in the chat. But this is my opinion on this. I do not want Arteta getting a contract extension right now. And the reason for that is when you're giving a manager a new contract, right? When you're looking to give a manager a new contract, it's based upon the success that he's achieving at the club, isn't it? Right now, what has Arteta achieved at the club? Because when I'm thinking about this and when I'm looking back on what he's achieved, he's won us an FA Cup and he's finished 8th 2 seasons in a row. Is that really success? Because I'm sat here thinking, to me, that ain't success. And also, the other problem that I've got with this, we're still midway through a season. We are nowhere near finishing in the top 4. Listen, I know we're there or thereabouts right now, but ultimately, a season is judged on how you finish. So right now, I don't think we should be giving him or even offering him a new contract, because we might offer him a new deal and he might sign that deal. And then say we don't get top 4, what happens then? We're then stuck with a dead manager with a new contract and we're struggling. Because let me tell you this as well. If we don't finish in the top 4, most of us are going to want Arteta out. And I'm firmly in that category. If we don't finish in the top 4, I want him gone. Because I want a manager that finishes us in Europe. I've seen a lot of people as well going, well, you know, we haven't got the squad to compete in the Champions League. You know what? Bollocks to that. Absolutely fucking bollocks. Right? We haven't got the squad right now, but to get the squad, we need Champions League football. You can't get a Champions League squad on a Champions League budget being in the Europa League or being out of Europe full stop, unless you spend massive amounts of money. Now, I know the Cronkies aren't going to do that, are they? They're not going to spend massive amounts of money, and they're not going to subsidize a Champions League wage bill when we're not in the Champions League. So for me, we absolutely need to be in the Champions League. I just look at this situation, and I look at the situation with them giving Arteta a new extension or offering him a new extension to his contract. I look at this and this smacks of inexperience. It really does. It smacks of an ownership and a board that lack the experience of running a top club. Because whether you agree with it, we are a top club. We're just not being run like a top club. You know, we're not being run in the correct way. It's mad. absolute, absolutely mad. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. So yeah, like honestly, I wouldn't give him a new contract right now. Um, the Cronkies and the board don't know about success. They only know about money. Don't want to fork out for a new manager and success. I agree. Like they don't. They don't. And don't forget, guys, I've met these people. I've met these people. I've spoken to these people. I've sat in the same room as these people. Obviously, when you see them on TV and stuff, it's hard to judge because you only see what you see on TV. But I've met these people, and I can tell you they're exactly what it says on the tin. They lack experience. They lack ambition. Yeah, they say all the right things. Oh yeah, we want to be successful. We want to do this. We want to do that. It's it's like it's like when you're on a date for the first time, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You can go to a bird, right? Yeah, and you can turn on the charm. You can do all that. You can do all that. You're gonna say anything, aren't you, to get her to go home with you at the end of the night? Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean to say that you're gonna stick by it or do it. You just do you know what I mean? You just play the game, and it's the same with these guys. They're just playing the game. Then they can say all the right things. When it comes to doing the right things, it's another matter, ain't it? Do you know what I mean? It's another matter. Afternoon, evening, Tony C. Um, I think you're the same Tony C that's in Scotch chat, aren't you? You're the same guy. If you are the same guy, I'm pretty sure it's you. But big up to you for tuning in. Um, do smash the like button. I would really appreciate that. What's this comment here from Joanne? She says, um, exactly. Joanne says it right here. She says, at least wait until the end of the season. If we don't make top four, then sack him. We need an experienced manager to get us into the Champions League. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We should get an experienced manager to do the job instead. Exactly. And you know what? I agree. Absolutely. I agree. King Tony says, did you have to bite your lip when you met him? When you met them? Not really. I just, you know what I'm like. I say it how it is, and no amount of. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and that's what I did. Like after the meeting, when I had a one-on-one conversation with Josh, I was honestly, I was letting rip. I'm surprised they didn't kick me out. To be fair, I wasn't angry or aggressive. Don't get me wrong, but you can get your point across without all that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just said I said a few things, and whether it went down, I don't know. Look, says evening, yeah, from Red Cannon. No, it's great to see you in the chat, mate. Honestly, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let's have a look. King Tony says to replying to Joanne, who put in a comment earlier, I won't wait. He should have gone ages ago. I agree. He should have been gone ages ago. But the fact is, he's still here. You know what I mean? The fact is, he's still here, and there's whatever you guys think of him, and I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, but whatever you guys think of him, he's still here. So for me, like the way I see this, and I've said this to the Cronkies as well. The way I feel is if you don't sack Arteta, then back him. Back him with real finances. Back him with money. If you're not prepared to back him, then get somebody in who can get the best out of these players. Because I don't think Arteta can get the best out of these players. I think he can get a tune out of some of them, but you know, I don't listen to a lot of what Simon Jordan says on Talk Sport because I think he talks absolute bollocks. But he made a good point when he was talking about Arsenal and he was talking about Arteta. He said that Arteta is the kind of manager to come in, put all the pieces together and then get the sack or lose his job, and then a more experienced manager will come in and really take that team to success. And I kind of agree. You know what I mean? I kind of agree with what he says. Because Arteta's putting all the pieces together. But then we need that experienced manager. He compared him to Frank Lampard as well. He compared him to Frank Lampard. And I do genuinely think that's the case. I think he's going to end up being another Frank Lampard. He's going to end up being another Frank Lampard. Do smash the like button. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. On the road to 5K. I've set myself a challenge to hit 5K by the end of the season. So yeah, let's make it happen. Also, guys, if you are joining late, I'm just going to tell you quickly before I dive back into the comments and talk about a bit more about any of the topics, the Burnley game or Arteta. Tomorrow, I'm obviously going to the game, so I will not be doing any content tomorrow. Monday, I will be back with the review for that game. Tuesday, I'll be doing a transfer show. And also, I'll possibly be, if you see the channel, I could be doing some maintenance to the channel, just like adding videos to playlists and stuff. Because I realize I've done a lot of videos and I've not really organized it in a way that you guys can find certain content and stuff. So I might be just tidying up the channel a little bit. So if you see changes to the channel, don't get alarmed. It's just me sort of making it a little bit more look better. And then on Wednesday, I've got an interview at 1 p.m. on here live. It's going to be a live show with Charles Watts. So do come and join into that. You can get your questions in, which I will ask him. And then we can talk about all things Arsenal. Obviously, it's the last week. It's going to be the last week of the transfer window, so it's going to be building up to what's going to be for Arsenal. Hopefully, an eventful deadline day. I will be doing a deadline day show as well. On deadline day, I would be doing a show in the evening from 5 till the deadline day closes. So I will be bringing on some guests to talk, and I'm going to arrange that. I'm going to do that going forward at every transfer window. I'm going to do a deadline day show. I'm not going to do a whole day like I did last year because that was absolutely insane. But I'm going to do from 5 o'clock in the evening till the window closes. King Tony says Chelsea would have got rid of Arteta ASAP. I agree with you, mate. Chelsea would have got rid of him, no problem. Chelsea would have been like, do you know what? And I made the I said this point as well earlier when I went onto the Gooner Talk. If you haven't checked that out as well, head over to the Gooner Talk TV because I was on there. Only a little brief appearance, a little guest appearance, but I was on there. So yeah, I said this as well. I said when you look at Chelsea and their infrastructure, their structure, they would not be giving a manager this kind of contract until success is being proven. And even when you look at Chelsea, even with successful managers, they're still prepared to sack. Tony says Arteta only can manage the youth players, says Tony C. Yeah, I agree. Arteta can only manage the youth players. But I don't even think he can get the best out of them. Like, when you look at what he's done, really, can he really get the best out of the youth players? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, I'm really not. King Tony says, when the fraud actually goes, Dan, where do you think he will go? Abroad? Not sure, mate, to be honest. Do you know what? I think when he goes, I think he'll end up at Man City. I really do. I think he'll end up at Man City. And I think that when Pep Guardiola goes, and this is one of the reasons why I think Arsenal are trying to offer this contract now, because Man City have already made it clear that when he goes, when Pep goes, they want to bring Arteta in to replace him. We need a Ten Hag or Potter. Do you know what, Tony? Tony C. I said Graham Potter, and I said this on the Gooner Talk earlier, and people laughed at me when I said Graham Potter. People laughed at me and said, well, because I also said as well that we need a manager with experience. But here's the other thing, right? Graham Potter might not have experience in terms of Champions League management, but if Arteta goes, we're stuck right now. Either way, we're stuck if we stick with Arteta, and we're stuck if he goes. Because when you look at it now, apart from who you said, Ten Hag, and definitely we could poach Graham Potter from Brighton, but who else is there? When you look at all the top managers, when you look at the guys like Antonio Conte, Pochettino, obviously Jose Mourinho, you've got, when you look at all them guys, Pep Guardiola, all the other guys, Jurgen Klopp, Thomas Tuchel, who else is there? Potentially Thomas Tuchel could get sacked by Chelsea, and he might become available. Listen, we know just a couple of bad results, and Chelsea will sack their manager. But who else is there available that we could get in? Because I'm not so sure right now. Even in the summer, there'd be a caliber of manager for Arsenal Football Club that we could bring in. Evening, Aaron Richards. I'd love to hear your guys' comments on that. Who would you want to bring in? Put it in the chat and I'll read it out. Hope you're well, Aaron, mate. Thanks for tuning in. What's this? Let's have a look. We're a serious joke, mate. 2 years for what? For achieving nothing, says Aaron. I agree, mate. I think when you're giving a manager a contract, or when you're giving him a contract extension, you need to be looking at the success that he's proven at the time. You can't just give him a contract because you like him. That's not how business or football clubs should work. We need to appoint Zidane, says an Aaron Jones. I don't think Zidane will come to Arsenal. Zidane won't come to us unless we throw a big amount of money at him. Big up Jorge Casemiro said no. Man City said Arteta's trash. I don't know. No, I think they really like him, to be fair. Yeah, I think they really like him. I think they would bring him in. Look at Graham Potter, Lee Gunner's twin brother. He would do better. Big up sentiment. Hope you're well. Hussein Haku. I'm not sure he'd come to us, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure he would come to us, but I completely get your point. Big up Steve. Hope you're well. Former Frankie's class. Yeah, I'm not sure he would come to us. I'm not sure he would come. Arsenal have to win tomorrow, says Steve, especially Man U winning. It was a big blow. Yeah, we've got to win tomorrow. We've got to. We've got to get the result. We need those 3 points. Jardine. I don't rate Jardine that much, to be fair. Like, I honestly don't. I don't rate him that much. Enrique. Again, would he come to us? Because we know that certain managers don't come to clubs unless they're convinced by the project. I'm not sure. Like, honestly, I honestly am not sure. Let's have a look. Niko Kovac. There are plenty. I'm not convinced about him. There are plenty of qualified coaches. Thing is, as well, we need to remember that the club. We need to bring in a coach that fits with our brand of football. which is attacking. So we need to bring in a coach. You know, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. Tony C says Ten Hag in the summer again. I would take him, but would he come to us? And also, there's another factor you guys have got to consider. Do you trust this board to get the right decision, to make the right appointment? Because they got it wrong with Emery. Still on the fence about Arteta. I'm not convinced about Arteta. So do you honestly trust them to get the next appointment right? Could get Rafa. He's out of a job. Do you know the thing is, yeah, I'd actually take Rafa. I think he would do a good job at Arsenal. I know he had a poor show at Everton, but let's be honest, it was only going to end badly. When you walk into a job where the fans hate you from day one and people aren't convinced by you, you're doomed to fail. You really are. You're doomed to fail. And with his allegiances to Liverpool, he was walking into Everton. That's like Thierry Henry walking into Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, it's just not going to happen, is it? Sentiment says throw the money at Zidane. Yeah, it's just, will Arsenal do that? They seem to be bankrolling Arteta at the moment, but they're not. They didn't bankroll Emery, did they? Let's be honest, they didn't bankroll Emery. Steve says, "What's next Arsenal game you're going to?" I'm going to tomorrow, mate. Going to Arsenal v Burnley. Zidane will go PSG. Pochettino will go to Man United. I agree. I think Zidane will end up at PSG. Pochettino. I think United want Pochettino. He's definitely going there. Ralph Ranić, says Joanne. No, I don't want Ralph Ranić anywhere near. I don't want Ralph Ranić anywhere near Arsenal. We might as well just get Arteta back or keep Arteta. Smash the likes, guys. Really appreciate that. It's mad, guys. Honestly, I don't know. It's crazy who you just don't know. We don't know who's going to come in. You know, honestly, it's mad. Absolutely mad. I don't know who's going to come in. It's going to be interesting to see. You know, we're going to have to wait and see, because right now I'm not seeing any progress. I'm not seeing enough progress to give him a contract. I'm not seeing enough progress to say, yeah, he deserves that contract. If he gets us top four, then a conversation's got to be had. And that's all I'm saying. A conversation has got to be had. But to do it right now, when top four's not guaranteed, we're out of both cups, we're struggling at the moment. To do it right now, it's reckless. It's absolutely reckless. So yeah, I wouldn't do it right now, guys. Honestly, I really wouldn't. It's mad. Absolutely mad. But you know, this club always struggle, don't they? This club, I'm just fed up of us struggling. I'm fed up of us being shortchanged all the bloody time. Because this club, that's all they do. They shortchange us. And we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but if we can get get top four, then I think we've got a chance of progressing. But you don't know. Let's have a look here. I hear what you're saying, Daniel, about Jardine. No one rates Jardine, but everyone rates Arteta. At least Jardine comes with credentials and a proven record. I get what you're saying, mate. I get what you're saying, but For me, I want someone with attacking football. I don't think his philosophy is all that attacking. Do you know what I mean? I don't think his philosophy is all that attacking. King King Tony says DT's out of prison. They'll probably get him. He'll scare the players and say, "Behave yourself, will ya?" Yeah, honestly, I don't know, mate. Honestly, that's just yeah. That's nah, definitely not. Um, I believe what the media says. Ranić is a good manager. He's like Marco Reus at Dortmund. He'll be perfect for the Dortmund manager. Yeah, I don't know. He'd be the perfect for the role of attacking manager. I don't know. Everyone is better than Arteta. AirPod Albert or Bubbles the chimp. That's hilarious. King Tony says Daniel next Arsenal manager. Yeah, mate. That's not happening, is it? That's not happening. I'd be worse than Arteta. Let's be honest. I would be worse than Arteta. In fact, Arteta's got something on me. He's probably better than me. I would be worse than Arteta. It's mad. Apparently, Everton might get Martinez back as manager. Static said I would take AirPod Albert. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll take anybody that can get us into the top four. Do you know what I mean? I just want to get back into the Champions League. I want to hear Let me tell you this, right? Yeah, when we do get back into the Champions League, if we get back into the Champions League, I'm going to be like a kid at Christmas because I miss the Champions League anthem at Arsenal. I miss it. I miss being in Europe. Like I'm I hated the Europa League because it was so damn bloody boring. But I just want to be back in the Champions League. I want to hear that music. I grew up watching that. I grew up loving the Champions League. Now we're out of Europe. Like it's I tell you what, being out of the Champions League is like watching a party from outside someone's house and not being allowed to go into it and not being invited. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's like, isn't it? It's mad. We need to be at the top table again. You know, we need to be at the top table again. Because right now, we're not at any table. We're the guy outside without an invite. Do you know what I mean? We're not at any table. We're the guy outside without an invite. We're the annoying cousin that's just got thrown out for being too drunk. Do you know what I mean? Oh dear. Let's have a look. Roberto Di Matteo. Yeah, I don't think we'll get Di Matteo. That's not happening. Says Joanne. Wave your arms around like mad, then you'll get the job. Hey, listen, I got to weigh in with the board. I'll be like, hey, I'll take the job. I'll take the job. I could coach this team. Mate, I couldn't even coach a dog, let alone a football team. Honestly, I'd be crap at this. I would be crap. Like for one thing, I just we'd be relegated with me as manager. Hey, at least I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Like Arteta's not being honest. He's just taking the job thinking that he can win. I'm being brutally honest. Like if I ended up being Arsenal manager, we'd be in the Championship, not in the top four. It's mad. Uh, it's crazy. Let's see what we got here. I've actually enjoyed this show tonight. Um, yeah, I've really enjoyed this show tonight. It's been good. Smash the likes, guys. Would really appreciate that. Uh, Let's have a look. Where have I've missed a load of comments here. What's going on here? Yeah, do smash the like button. Would really appreciate it. I've missed a load of comments here. I don't know what's going on here. Bear with me a second, guys. I don't know what's going on. Big up, Mike. Like staying in the kitchen at parties. Yeah, listen, I never stayed in the kitchen at parties. I was the one getting drunk. You know what I mean? I was the one getting drunk and making an absolute dick of myself. And you've got Neil Warnock and Mick McCarthy. Yeah, forget that. That's not happening. That's not happening. It's honestly not. But yeah, honestly, guys, I don't know who's going to be Arsenal manager. It's going to be interesting to. I mean, obviously they're sticking with Arteta, but this next half of the season is going to be crucial because right now, at the moment, we're sort of in and around the top four, but we've got to finish in the top four. This next half a season is going to be massive. If we don't get Champions League football, then Arteta's got to go. I'm sorry. If we don't finish in the top four, Arteta's got to go. That's it for me. Absolutely it. Listen, guys, I'm going to wrap this show up, but do hit the like button on your way out. Do subscribe if you are new to the channel. I will be back on Monday with with a review of tomorrow's game. I'll probably be back around 7, my usual time. So do all stay tuned in. Hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already, because you will miss a show. Tuesday, I will do a transfer update. I might do it a bit earlier than 7 p.m. So I might do a lunchtime one. I might be on about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, do a transfer update. Then on Wednesday, 1 p.m., I will be here with Charles Watts. So do tune in to that one. It's going to be a great show. Listen, all enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening with whatever you're doing. Hopefully Arsenal can get the 3 points tomorrow and we can keep pace with the top 4. All enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Bye-bye for now.